Here are the top 12 countries in the world with the biggest debt burdens in 2023. Data in this video was taken from ceicdata.com. Number 12. Mexico. National government of Mexico has a debt of $857.7 billion as of June 20, 23. It is 54.9% in debt to GDP ratio of the country. Mexico has a history of borrowing to fund various development projects and support its economy. Additionally, the country has faced economic challenges over the years, including fluctuating oil prices, which have a significant impact on its revenue due to its reliance on oil exports. Economic volatility leads the reduced of government revenue and hinder the country's ability to service its debt. Number 11. Canada. Canadian national government debt is $1.38 trillion. It is 66.4% in debt to GDP ratio of the country. Canada's government debt has accumulated over several decades, stemming from various factors such as economic fluctuations, social spending, and infrastructure investments. This country is known for its strong social welfare programs, including universal healthcare and other social safety nets. While these programs are important for the well-being of citizens, they also contribute to government spending and debt. Number 10. Brazil. National government of Brazil has a debt of $1.49 trillion. It is 72.8% in debt to GDP ratio of the country. Brazil has experienced periods of economic instability and recession, which lead to lower government revenue and increased borrowing to fund government operations and social programs. Corruption and governance issues have occasionally disrupted economic stability and government finances, affecting the country's fiscal health and debt management efforts. Number 9. Spain. Spanish national government's debt is $1.67 trillion. It is 113% in debt to GDP ratio of the country. Spain was heavily impacted by the global financial crisis of 2008, which led to a severe recession in the country. The crisis resulted in increased government spending to support the economy, stabilize the financial sector, and provide social safety nets. Additionally, an aging population of Spain increased the government spending on pensions and health care. As the population ages, these expenditures have put pressure on government finances and contribute to debt accumulation. Number 8. India. National government of India has a debt of $1.84 trillion. It is 83% in debt to GDP ratio of the country. India has a large and growing population, and its economy is one of the largest in the world. With a vast population to support and develop, the government often needs to incur debt to finance infrastructure projects, social programs, and other developmental initiatives. Also, the country has embarked on ambitious infrastructure development projects to support economic growth and urbanization. Financing these projects often requires borrowing. Number 7. Germany. German government's total debt is $2.81 trillion. It is 65.7% in debt to GDP ratio of the country. Germany's government debt was comparatively lower in relation to its strong economy and GDP. Economic strength of the country has provided a solid foundation for government revenue. Strong export sector has generated significant revenue for the country. This factors has made Germany capable to manage big public debt and finances. Number 6. United Kingdom. Britain's national government has a total debt of $3.04 trillion. It is 101% in debt to GDP ratio of the country. UK's government debt has accumulated over time due to various factors, including historical events, economic fluctuations, and fiscal policies. This country has a well-developed social welfare system, including healthcare, education, and social assistance programs. These programs are essential for citizens' well-being but also contribute to government spending and debt. Number 5. Italy. National government of Italy has a debt of $3.1 trillion. It is 143.5% in debt to GDP ratio of the country. Italy has faced economic challenges, including periods of low economic growth, high unemployment, and a relatively slow pace of economic reform. Economic difficulties has led to reduced government revenue and increased borrowing to fund government operations and social programs. Additionally, an aging population of the country has increased government spending on pensions, healthcare, and other services. As the population ages, these expenditures has put pressure on government finances and contribute to debt accumulation. Number 4. France. This country has a national government debt of $3.28 trillion. It is 112.5% in debt to GDP ratio. France's government debt has accumulated over time due to various factors, including historical events, economic challenges, and fiscal policies. It also has a comprehensive social welfare system that includes healthcare, education, pensions, and other social assistance programs. While these programs are essential for citizens' well-being, it also contributes to government spending and debt. Number 3. China. Chinese national government has a total debt of $3.75 trillion. It is 71.4% in debt to GDP ratio of the country. China's government debt levels are often seen as moderate compared to some other major economies. China has a history of government borrowing for infrastructure and development projects. The country has invested heavily in infrastructure projects, such as transportation, energy, and urban development. Funding these projects has led to borrowing by both the government and state-owned enterprises. Number 2. Japan. National government of Japan has a debt of $9.39 trillion. It is 263% in debt to GDP ratio of the country. Debt burden of Japan has been attributed to a combination of historical, economic, and demographic factors. Japan has faced prolonged periods of economic stagnation, deflation, and slow growth. These challenges lead to the reduced of government revenue and increased borrowing to stimulate economic activity. Additionally, the country has one of the oldest populations in the world, with a declining birth rate and a growing elderly population. This demographic trend places additional pressure on government finances due to increased spending on pensions, healthcare, and social services. Number 1. United States. Total debt of United States national government is $32.6 trillion. It is 144.4% in debt to GDP ratio of the country. Over the years, the United States has accumulated government debt due to various factors, including funding wars, implementing fiscal policies, and addressing economic challenges. Economic recessions and downturns often lead to decreased government revenue due to lower tax collections and increased government spending on unemployment benefits and social safety nets. To mitigate the impact of economic downturns, governments borrow to finance stimulus measures. In addition, the US has maintained a significant defense budget, including spending on military operations, research, and development. Funding military activities has contributes to government debt. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.